Hello, everyone. Excuse me. Oh, crinkled hair. Hello, hello. Let me just wait for Facebook. Hello, there we go. We are live. I'm a couple of minutes late. I was just trying to sort things here in the Naturally Cat studio. Okay, so if you're here with me, if you can hear me and see me, drop me a comment and let me know. Hello, hello. So tonight we are doing Monkey's Cat Chakra Cleanse. Hi, Emma. Hi, David and Walker. Hot he is. Very hot here, hence the vest top. These aren't my pajamas, I promise. It is super, super hot, and especially in the upstairs of our house, we've got our loft there's a lot of insulation, so it's not boarded, but it is so, like, the insulation is like this thick, so the heat just kind of goes up and then bounces back. I'm trying not to have the window open because it's a little bit noisy with the neighbours, but we'll see how it goes. Hi Joanne, hi Victoria. So thank you everybody for joining me. I hope you can hear me okay. So we are here this evening for me to share with you Monkey's Cat Chakra Cleanse. So let me just have a review. We did this one, crikey, February. How on earth is it the 1st of June today? When did that happen, people? Oh my goodness. So that's right. We did this back in February. And in fact, if I get the feedback form, I can tell you why we worked with Monkey. He had a new sister, and his guardian Claire wanted to know how he was feeling about it. Energy work consult form. There we go. Where's little Monkey? Monkey and Minnie. They're just so gorgeous. So gorgeous. Claire, there we go. So he'd had respiratory issues. But the main thing was they'd had a stressful few months because Minnie had arrived. Then it was Christmas. Then Monkey was poorly. He was really patient with Minnie. Almost seems to be quite maternal towards her, but I feel like this has come at a cost to his spirit. He seems depressed, less playful, and he's much, much less vocal. Monkey has always had a big personality and is very dog-like and not really like typical cats, like the typical cats described in the behaviour books. So many of the solutions suggested seem not to be effective for him or practical either. I worry that he's depressed, and I feel that his sense of belonging here is being rocked. I also feel that he can't trust me fully at the moment because I'm so frequently having to give him medication, which obviously he dislikes greatly. So the intention that we set, that I didn't set at all. The intention that was set by Claire was that she wanted him to know how much I cherish him. He is my whole heart, and to find out what I can do to make sure he's as happy as he deserves to be. Okay. Where is my StreamYard gone? There we go. Right. Okay. So he had a new sister come into the house. So let's see what he had to share. In fact, on Facebook, I can probably show you his picture. Clients. Chakra Cleanse. Where do we say? February. Okay. Look at this gorgeous boy. So hopefully, nope. There we go. Look at him. Let me take you on Instagram to show you him. Look at this gorgeous boy. Isn't he handsome? Isn't he just beautiful? So I always think it's important to bring the cats into the sessions. Sorry, Facebook, got my hand over the screen then. He's just so gorgeous. Hi, Cherry. So that's Monkey. That's straight. Okay, so let's see what he has to say. Okay. The chakra cleanse. So when I first connected with him, he was like, hi. It was really small. He was quite curious. I took my bracelets off. I'm going to keep jangling on the desk. He was slightly cautious, but ready to connect. And actually, he wanted like sparkles and joy. So we lit a candle. I had a tea light here with him. So it'd been a couple of months since Minnie had come into the house, and this is what he had to say. I'm still adjusting to the change. He means his mum, Claire, she did the right thing. Minnie was destined to come to us. It just shook my being. I thought it was happening later. She is the other half of my soul. We were one in a previous version. 2 souls split now into 2 bodies. Her essence, my anchor. Her body, my comfort. She is the wiser soul, but I am ready to evolve and learn. So I've never experienced this before. And I think, it's almost like, every single chakra cleanse I do is different. And I was like, I've never even heard of that, like splitting a soul, like what on earth? And I think I've got baby Max fluff near my eye. So I started to say what happened, and he said, shush, I'm sharing. And it was almost like he likes to tell a story. He likes to be center of attention, as if like, he sat in the middle of a room reading a story to everyone. He likes to feel that connection to others, which his guardian said is right. He said, we were together as one. Then it happened. We were torn apart, separated, but destined to be together again, to reconnect, to re-love, to relive together. He means Claire, his guardian, she brought that to us. Her wisdom, her nudge, her intuition to bring Minnie to us was right. It was divinely ordered. She made us whole again. And for that, my heart will always be thankful. I'm trying to remember what happened. I don't know if Minnie was from abroad. There was something around Minnie coming into the family and Claire having this kind of nudge of, I think I need to rescue her type thing. That's why she came to the family. So that's why Monkey's saying about her nudge, her intuition to bring Minnie to us was right. He said, my physical body is just out of balance. It shook my bodies, bringing her back to me so soon. And by that, he means the energy bodies, like the layers of the aura. He was ready to mourn and grieve without her on a soul level, but then she came back. So he didn't give me any details of a timeline. He just knew that they would be together like in this lifetime, and it happened. So he said, now, he means now that they're together, now I can sparkle. So he had such a sense of joy and peace now that they were reunited. And actually what we did for a few minutes was just sat and felt that kind of reconnection together. It was beautiful. And what was really lovely is that it was almost like he was surprised that she'd come into his life, although he knew at some point they were going to be reunited. As he said at the beginning, it just happened quicker than he thought it was going to. So it just goes to show, how wise cats are. Like, he knew that he was going to be with her at some point. He just wasn't sure when that was going to be. So we sat together for a bit and just felt into this connection of the two of them. So, of course, I don't have a picture of Minnie, but I could feel the way that he was connected with her. It was so beautiful. So I asked him if he wanted any crystals or colour. Hang on. She says, slurping her water. And he said, nothing is needed. Just feel it. The love, the peace. Being with her put sparkles in my being. It lights up my soul. Lights me up. It soothes my soul. She is me and I am here. We are one. And it's all down to her, means Claire. She brought a soul back together. She reunited a being. She is heaven sent. So how beautiful is that? So Claire was worried that she'd brought Minnie into the home and it had unsettled Monkey. He was withdrawn. As she said, he was depressed. And actually what happened, he was adjusting. So yes, he was not his usual self. But actually it wasn't because like we sometimes perceive cats and think, oh, they're not happy with the new addition, we didn't do introductions right or anything like that. It wasn't that kind of that energy. It wasn't that reason. It was because like all of his energy bodies, all of his layers, chakras, aura were almost kind of like get a bottle of Coke and shake it up. He was a bit discombobulated because he didn't realize it was happening. So again, I asked him what he needed, and he said, just feel me. Feeling the connection nurtures my soul. My physical body will settle after our work, which he meant the healing from the chakra session. Excuse me. Oh, monkey energy shift. He said, but for now, let's just feel into the magic. He said, I feel so safe with her. He means Minnie. I feel grounded with her. He means Claire. I feel loved by them all. How beautiful is that? I feel loved by them all. So he feels connected with Minnie and with Claire. And actually, he's not withdrawn and upset. He is just adjusting. So I said, are you ready to do your chakras now? And he said, in a moment. He said, I like how it feels here. He was radiant, glowing. There was a beautiful shining aura, and there was such a sense of safety and feeling loved. It was amazing. So again, we sat together and just felt this energy and this connection and brought it back with him and Minnie. It was almost like we were kind of reintegrating the layers into his body. So then he said, okay, now let's do the dense bit. It's time to shift the sorrow. So that's where we went on to the chakra cleanse. Okay, so we've got chakra cleanse. It's monkey. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Oh, monkey. So we started with the heart. Just trying to find where my number one was. We started with the heart, and he said, I was shocked. I was starting to love them, and then she came. It gave me a jolt, a new rhythm, but it's okay. It's starting to settle. So he showed me rosebuds, which of course rosebuds are a really nurturing remedy, really kind of they support the heart chakra, and obviously we're starting at the heart. They're nurturing, so in times of stress, anxiety, of change, anything really, rosebuds are great. He said, I can feel her connecting with me again, becoming one, aligning. It was meant to be. So his energy felt like it was growing. So like his heart chakra was almost kind of like blossoming and getting bigger as we were working together. There were some small dark spots of stagnant energy, which we moved with the breath, and it was so subtle and gentle. And actually, he didn't need much to balance him. It was more around kind of allowing him the time and the space within the energy that we were using together to allow him to bring the energy back, to bring it through the auric field and into his heart chakra, which then he could then almost like recharge himself. It was amazing. So he said that he connects with a lot of light, it heals him and balances him, and he's very good at managing his own energy. So I asked this guardian then if he sits in the sun, which he said that he does. He finds the light, he travels the light around the front room, which is understandable. And when people say like, oh, cats like the sunshine, it's the warmth, it's not just the warmth, it's the frequency, it's the energy, it's the light, it's the density of that energy that's coming from the light that they like. Okay, so we hit all the strongest chakras first, because then we went up to the crown, and he says, I am light, I am heaven sent. I can't do it with the window shut. I am heaven sent, destined to be where I am, with who I am. I am divinely guided. She, he means Claire, she will awaken through us both. We, him and Minnie, we are two halves of the one. Claire will need to trust to feel, trust to be. So it was interesting because when I spoke to Claire, she talked about how she does a bit of spiritual work, but like a lot of people that I've spoken to over the last couple of weeks, struggles to really receive the cat and get past the kind of the head and what it's saying and how loud it is, and kind of understand, drop into the heart space. So with Monkey, like the crown felt small, but it was getting bigger, which again is an indication that all of his energy bodies were out of alignment because of this shake-up that he'd had of receiving Minnie earlier than he anticipated. So he said, I don't need much here, but a little help would be nice. So I had a piece of aura quartz and I held it on my chakra for him. And then there was an explosion of light down into his aura, which lit up his being. And there were lots and lots of smiles and such a feeling of joy. So it was almost like, you know, if you've got like a bottle of Coke, you know, you kind of twist the top off and then all of a sudden everything fizzes out. It was just like that. So it was beautiful to be able to use this crystal and to use this crystal to almost like pop the top off the chakra. And then it came down all around him. It was absolutely wonderful. Where did we go? Okay, then we went to the throat. Oh, Monkey. Oh, excuse me. So there was actually coughing here. It was almost like there was really thick. Yeah, I've just said that. There was dense energy, so there were dark spots, so it wasn't moving too well. And didn't she say? Oh, there we go. He seems depressed, less playful, and he's much, much less vocal. So just to let you know, I don't read that form until after I've done the chakra cleanse. So for all of you skeptics out there that think, well, of course she said that, you know, she wrote that. I don't read that until after I finish the cleanse. That he had dark spots and the energy wasn't moving very well, which is indicative of a cat not being vocal. So if it's overactive, they're usually excessively vocal, and if it's underactive or blocked, there is a reduction in vocalization. So he said, I was shocked and didn't know how to tell her. He means Claire. We connected, him and Minnie, and I was overcome. I couldn't speak, share, explain to her what was going on, but now she knows. Through you, he meant me, now she knows. Then we had a really big stretch and the hands went on the chakra as we released the dense energy. He didn't need any tools. And again, he said he can shift his own energy really well. The chakra again started to grow in size and he needs to integrate the energy to fully expand. So again, this was him saying that I can move it myself. I just need a bit of help. So when Claire got the chakra cleanse for Monkey, it was at a brilliant time because what it was able to do was to almost just give him that nudge, that crutch, that bit of support to get the energy moving, to find a bit of balance, to bring it back into alignment, and then to let him do the rest himself, which is what we would hope that a lot of cats can do for themselves. Sometimes they might just need a bit of help. Sometimes you might need to just give them a bit of support to be able to do it, but they can do it a lot of the time themselves. Okay. So then we went to his sacral and he said, I can feel it again. And he meant the connection with Minnie. I was lost, not knowing, but she's here. I am whole. We are one. He thrives being with her, with Minnie. He shared that they are connected at their sacral chakra. They are one soul in two ways. Oh my God. Excuse me. They are one soul in two ways, two paths, two bodies. Together they thrive. He means Claire. Claire needs to see us as one. We are one. And it was interesting because I've never really, like I said, I've never really experienced that before. So the sacral chakra is all around the cat sense of identity. You know, it's how the cat is the cat. So like if Leo is exhibiting all Leo type behaviors, if he's happy, healthy, well, his sacral chakra will be glowing really brilliantly bright. If you have a cat where they are scratching at something and you constantly tell them off, or they're doing something that angers you and you're giving them a bit of a moan or a grumble, you're diminishing the fact that they're doing what they need to do, their behaviors, the way they act, who they are. So humans have a huge impact actually on cats' sacral chakras. So it's fascinating to me that this is where Minnie and Monkey are connected. And after he shared those words about them being one again, the energy started to be brighter and was glowing. And actually, he shared that it's growing every day, every moment him and Minnie are together. He said, she is me, I am her, we are one. And then again, it was pulsing and it got brighter and more joyful. And he said, when I am with her, I am me. So I do find it fascinating how, you know, when we're in our headspaces, because I've been there too with Leo, as you know, we can think it's one thing that's going on because we think, when actually it is something different. And I think, you know, it was interesting with Monkey particularly that it wasn't that he was unhappy that Minnie was with them. It wasn't that he was withdrawn and depressed and angry and fed up and, you know, whatever. He just was integrating and needed support with energy to be able to do that. But for him, like, he's actually really happy that she's there. And there is this sense of peace and joy and just energy growing the more that he is with her, which is beautiful. Where do we go then? Okay, so then we went to the third eye, and he said, we are here for her, and he means Claire. She is about to expand and awaken. She is to trust herself, and we will thrive. She needs to learn, and we will grow. She needs to trust, and we will shine. God, it sounds like Leo. Her faith is our foundation, her love our anchor. But she doubts in her head, not her heart. Her heart is where we sit. Her heart is our healing. We are all love. Who does that remind you of, Leo? And actually, what happened when I shared this with Claire is she got a little kind of emotional because she was aware that she said to me that at the time she'd been in her head a lot, worrying, as we all do, because we love our fur babies. Worrying, doubting, thinking, worried that she'd done the wrong thing, bringing Minnie home, you know, and all that kind of spiral of doubt and anxiety that creeps over a lot of us. And to hear Monkey say to her, you know, it's about being in your heart space and the kind of going on that spiritual journey. She said to me again, that's where she was starting to kind of lean towards, hence why she'd booked the session with me, because she was ready to lean into it and to receive more. So that was good. And this is where Monkey shared that he's connected to Claire here at the third eye. So he shared that it's small, but it will grow, and it will grow as Claire evolves. So he's okay with the current state, no healing needed. So with the third eye, for humans, like, it's our intuition. You know, we say about it being our connection to the divine. It's our kind of our inner knowing, etc. When it comes to cats, in my experience, the third eye is where they know their purpose with us. That's where our soul contracts with them sit. That's where we have the understanding of our reasons and purposes for being together. So like for Monkey, he's saying that his third eye is small. That's where he's connected to Claire. So the more she leans into her spiritual journey, the more she leans into her heart space, the more she connects with her intuition and her inner guidance, the more his energy will shine and his third eye will blossom and grow and the energy will build. Now, again, not really a surprise because we are connected so much to them. Our chakras, our energy, our emotions impact them all. And a lot of the times it's without us even knowing or being conscious or cognizant of that fact, which is even more of a reason for us to start becoming aware, for us to take time to recognize how we feel, what's going on in our heads, what's going on in our hearts, what's going on in our bodies. You know, thoughts are just one form of language that we have, just one. You know, our physical condition, you know, joint pain, discomfort, that's telling us something. Our emotions that sometimes we bury or ignore or push aside or push down, they are trying to tell us something that we can't ignore. We are getting so stuck in our heads all the time. And I have to say, like, you know, me included in that, it has to stop, because we are impacting our cats, and they're all sitting there waiting for us to learn and to love them and to lean into our growth together. So that's my soapbox bit. So that's why my program feels like it's come at just the right time. coming out from your head, coming into your heart space. So he basically shared that he doesn't need any healing here, and it's all on Claire. It's on Claire to make changes, to work on herself, and then he will follow. So then we went down to the root. So we've kind of gone a bit like all over the place. He said, I am anchored now, I am heard. Grounded, now we are connected. Healing as I shift my acceptance. My physical layers and physical bodies will adjust. I need to integrate, and I will. We are one. We are finally together. Claire healed us. So how beautiful is that? He's basically saying, I don't need a lot of healing now that I've been heard as to why I've been acting the way that I have been. Now I can shift my energy. Now I can integrate and actually find a sense of balance and a sense of peace. So he then did share with me there about using some color therapy for his root, because he may have a tendency to become unanchored as he is exchanging and integrating energy, which again is quite common. He said that the more that they are together, he means him and Minnie, the more he will heal. So he shared that the root chakra was growing, but it might become unstable, and that Claire could use her breath to anchor us. So again, just taking a few moments, taking a few deep breaths, hand on your body, eyes closed. I call it a calm connection. We do this every month in soul circle classes. Just by connecting with yourself and your breath and coming into the moment can really, really help. And again, it shifts your energy, changes your frequency, which impacts your vibration that your cat can feel. And then we finished up with the solar plexus. So he said, the light is how I heal. The sparkle speaks to my soul. The energy, the emotion, all of us together. I will withdraw to recharge. Let me. I will always come back. Come home to you all. I will always be connected. He means to Minnie and to Claire. So bright, full of energy. So then he shared that the energy was moving well, and it felt really fierce but elegant, and it was full yet moving, and it felt very connected to his aura, and it was very, very strong and shining brightly. So the solar plexus is the powerhouse of emotion. So all of our emotions sit in here. And, I think it was beautiful how he said that he will retreat. And again, giving Claire that confirmation that, even hearing it from the cat themselves, I know when I've experienced this with Leo, when you can understand the behavior that you see, that you witness, it helps you to find a sense of peace and understanding for the situation. So to hear with Monkey particularly that, yes, he might take himself away, he might withdraw, but there's nothing wrong. It's no need to panic, which of course we might. He's just saying, look, I'm just reintegrating. I'm just adjusting my energy. Like if we take time to go out for a walk, or if we take time to go for a massage, or if we sit and read a book, whatever it may be, we take time out because we need to rest, recharge, to deal with our emotions or however we are. And that's what he's saying. That's what he's doing. He's like, look, I've got this. I'm okay. But I need you to know that this is what's going on and give me the space to do so. So the actions that Claire had to take away was to get rosebuds and red fabric. I asked him at the end if there was anything else he needed, and he said time to integrate, patience whilst I adjust to the energy shift, trust from Claire in her gifts, and acceptance that Minnie and I are connected and that we will mirror each other. And then finally he said, and love for all the magic and light that we are. He said, she saved her, Claire saved Minnie. She saved me, Claire saved Monkey. She made us whole. So how absolutely gorgeous and divine is that? So here was the beautiful Monkey who was withdrawn, not really talking very much, and almost came across as not himself. actually, he was okay. He needed a bit of help and healing to readjust energetically to what happened by bringing Minnie into the home. But he was okay. There was nothing kind of drastically wrong, you know? So I find it fascinating that, you know, he talked a bit about Claire and about how she can help things. And when I asked Claire to complete the feedback form, I'll share with you what she said. So, and I'm completely open and transparent, okay? So the first thing she says is, I can't say that there have been huge changes at this end. So I said, that's absolutely fine. Sometimes there can be a noticeable change within 24 to 48 hours after the Zoom call. Other times it can be within a week. Okay. Monkey had already very clearly said a couple of times he needed time to integrate. Now, energy integration isn't like giving a medication and a symptom stopping within 20 minutes to an hour. That's not how it works. It's different. It takes longer for things to shift and for balance to arise. But she says, I can't say there have been huge changes at this end. However, Monkey has been so much more vocal these past few days, as Julianne said might happen after releasing energy connected to his throat. Everything that Monkey said was incredibly interesting and explains why Minnie's arrival felt so cosmically ordained. Also, the points about my own spiritual journey were accurate and gave me goosebumps. Perhaps the most special thing that's happened is that my relationship with Minnie is improving. I realize now that subconsciously I was feeling really protective of Monkey, and my anxiety over him was tipping across into my feelings about their play and her dominant grooming and behavior. Now I have let that go. I am able to give Minnie even more of my heart, and our connection is blossoming more fully. Oh, just warms my heart. Warms my heart. So there you have it, peeps. That was Monkey and Minnie and Claire. That was their chakra cleanse and rebalance. Beautiful session. And I have to say, I am likely to be doing chakra cleanses for a couple more months only, because what I will be doing in time, probably just after the summer, is focusing on the program. So the new program that I'm launching is how to become a soul-led cat guardian. Now, I love doing my one-to-ones, truly. To spend a session with Monkey and then with Claire, you know, it gives me so much comfort and peace to be able to help people. But I'm feeling called to do more for the mission of giving cats a voice. And it's lovely to receive that feedback from Claire. It's lovely to think that we've impacted the family and that, you know, they're healing and working together. But there needs to be more. So the new program, how to become a soul-led cat guardian, heal your heart to help your cat, is likely to be the way forward for Naturally Cats, because I want to be able to give people the opportunity to do a bit of what I do, to feel into the energy of your cat, to be able to come out of your head and the worry and the doubt and the panic and the behavior reading that we're all doing up there, and coming into the heart space. And like you've seen that I do with Leo, I believe that you guys can do that. You might just need a bit of help and guidance, and that's what the program's going to do. So thank you to everybody who's booked on those feedback calls the last few weeks. I've really got a clear idea now of how I can help people and how this program can really bring to the mission of giving cats a voice the opportunity for the guardians to be impacted. And the more that I can teach you and support you and guide you into coming into your soul and your heart space more and more and more, the more it's going to deepen your awareness and your connection with your cat. So I'm really excited to bring that to you all. For those of you that have booked on a feedback call with me, you'll be getting an email in the next couple of days about booking a second call if you want to know more about the program. And then for everybody else, there'll be more details coming soon. So watch this space. Okay, anybody got any comments and questions? Oh, Cherry says exactly what Luna's been doing, withdrawing and sleeping today on the red blanket. Beautiful. So red is for root, red is for grounding. Just leave her to it, Cherry, and I know that you will have been. So exactly that. Just give her space, let her balance and ground herself. That's what she needs. Oh, David says the depth and connection, the detail and depth of your connection during chakra cleanses is astounding. Oh, thank you. I've yet to come nearly close to that in my communication practice. I've no doubt that you will. I believe in you. I believe in you, David. I believe in all of you. Everybody in the Naturally Cats community is already communicating with your cat. You just may not realize it. You know, you may just be using it in a way that you're not used to. And the connection that I have, like, I can hear Leo like on a soul level. And sometimes I wish I could hear him on a 3D day-to-day practical level, you know. But it is truly a gift to be able to do that. And I look forward to teaching and, like I said, supporting more people to be able to do it, because if I can give my boy a voice and I can help people give your cats a voice, then that's where the mission becomes real. And that's how we change the world, which is exactly what I want to do. I want the world to know that cats are sentient, sensitive, unique individual beings. They have a soul just like we have a soul, and they deserve just as much respect, love, understanding, and the space to be heard just like we do. So on that note, I'm going to say goodnight, and I'm going to go and water my tomato plant because I actually have an almost red tomato. So exciting. And get my boys in, and I will do a short live or an update tomorrow to let you know about Leo, because since we had the consultation with Jennifer from the Raw Fed Feline, everything has been different. But I will pause there now for tonight because it's getting very hot in here. My cheeks are getting a bit rosy. So I'm going to go out into the nice cool fresh air, and I will give an update tomorrow. So thank you to everyone who's been here with me. I hope that you've enjoyed it, and thank you to everybody who catches the replay. If you're catching the replay, drop a comment replay and let me know what your takeaways have been. And what was I going to say? What are we doing next week? So we've got Calm Cats next Wednesday. So registration is open for that if you want to book and join us for the Calm Cats class. That's half talking about cats, half doing a meditation. And then next week we've got another chakra chat. So next week we will be doing David and Walker. So I need to check with David if he's happy for bits to be shared, because we did discuss about sharing some parts, but not all of it. So I will, David, I will be dropping you an email, my love, to get clarification and to see if you're still comfortable for sharing Walker's Cleanse. So watch this space, everybody. Thank you for being here. It's been lovely to be with you, and enjoy the rest of your day, afternoon, and evening. And I will catch you all soon. Take care, everybody. Lots of love. Bye for now.